Hello and welcome. I am A.M. Grabelny. I'm a solution architect here at AWS. I'm joined with, I feel reunited, Marie. It's been so
I
long
know.
since you and I have been
And
on one of these together. Uh,
yes.
I'm so excited. Matt, I don't mean to leave you out of this, but Marie and I, we go way back. We've been doing these shows for a long time. We're also joined by Genesis, our ASL interpreter, but we're here to talk with Matt. Marie is going to introduce herself quickly, then Matt, and then we're going to get talking about VMware Cloud on AWS, specifically with GovCloud on our minds. So, Marie, please tell us who are you?
Well, thank you for the intro, Am. Yeah, I'm really excited to be here too. My name is Marie Carlton. I'm with AWS. I manage a group of partner solutions architects, which is why I'm super excited to be here with VMware because they're one of our partners. But we're joined by Matt Dreyer today. We go way back, so I'm really excited to hear a little bit more about what he has to share about some of the new stuff we have going. So, Matt, if you could quickly introduce yourself and then we'll jump in.
Awesome. Thank you, Marie. My name is Matt Dreyer. I'm a director of product management at VMware. I'm working on VMware Cloud. Super excited to be on today, and good to see the whole crowd here again. And can't wait to see everybody live in the future.
Awesome. So, like I mentioned, I'm obviously biased, and I would love to hear or if you could share with the group a little bit more about VMware and the AWS partnership.
Yep, we are just so excited about the ongoing development and partnership that we have going between VMware and AWS. This is a partnership that goes back for 5 years. We've been working and jointly engineering the solution hand in hand with Amazonians for a long time, and so we couldn't be more excited with how far we've come with VMware Cloud on AWS and VMware Cloud on AWS GovCloud. And we're incredibly excited to continue this journey to bring more features and solve more customer problems.
Yeah, it has been a long time that we've been partners. And I think anytime, people start thinking about VMware Cloud on AWS, it's in terms of migrating, right? Migrating
Yeah.
VMware workloads up to the cloud. What should customers be thinking through when they're going through that migration from VMware to VMware on AWS?
Yeah, I think when a lot of IT folks, get the knock on the door and say, "Hey, we're going cloud," like the first response is, "Oh man, like what's going to happen? Like, how am I going to do this, right?" And am I going to have to retrain folks? Like, what do I got to do? And so we've been very specifically focusing on those operational challenges and the ease of migration throughout the journey here. And so we've set up a set of VMware infrastructure that runs inside the AWS cloud that delivers consistency and ease in migration. With one of our tools called HCX, we make it easy to pull whole data centers worth of virtual machines from your on-prem location into VMware Cloud on AWS, and sometimes even over a weekend. And so it's been fantastic. We have literally solved problems for thousands of customers that were really just looking for a solution to a pressing problem. Like, how do I get out of my data center? And so
Hmm.
that's what we do.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. And I can't even imagine what it would feel like to be able to migrate all your workloads over in a weekend. It must feel really good. But yeah, I'm sure, like as you shared with me before, that there's more benefits to migrating through VMware Cloud over to AWS. So, what would customers expect some of those other benefits?
Absolutely. So we've got really a couple of really absolutely key use cases that we focus on here. Migration is absolutely at the top of the stack. Other great benefits include data center extension. If you need capacity that's closer to your users, say your main data center is out on the East Coast and you've got customers complaining of latency issues on the West Coast. GovCloud US East, GovCloud US West are great solutions there. Another thing that we often come up with is, at what stage do I start looking at modernizing my applications, right? Do I have to re-architect the whole thing to go to the cloud, or just how are we going to set the sequence up? And so, one of the great benefits of doing migrations like this is that gives you architectural flexibility to really plan and stage things out over time. And so by moving the whole application, without refactoring, you can get it done quickly and without a lot of pain. And then after that, you can take advantage of all of the awesome Amazon native services over a high speed, low latency connection already in the cloud. So, modernizing a database, adding some other fantastic services into your existing applications is just a great way to go.
Yeah, that really opens the door to expand your usage, like you said, to other regions, to other technologies, to maybe make some of your workloads more easy to maintain, all kinds of things. But you mentioned GovCloud, and we said at the top that we're going to be talking GovCloud today. So
Yeah.
that makes me think of our friends in public sector. Those are usually the people who deeply care about GovCloud. What should our public sector friends know about VMware Cloud on AWS?
Well, I think the most important message here is that it's available for all. Sometimes we get stuck at maybe this is only for big DoD customers or big agencies. We're solving problems across the board here. From state and local governments that are just trying to deliver services on a city basis, state agencies that are trying to solve problems on a state level, maybe dealing with very tight budgets. And we are also solving those big problems for big agencies, right? And so this is a very low barrier to entry. The price points are economical and fit within a whole lot of budget space. And so I think really the attractiveness here is that the skill set that you already have in your team, that core VMware and vSphere skill set, you
Mhm.
can take that with you to the cloud and really make this as painless as possible, and really start enjoying the flexibility that you get with elastic consumption, on demand billing, like all of these characteristics of cloud, without the huge pain of migrating.
No, that's awesome. And yeah, so I know we're coming up at time here. So I'd love to hear what you want customers to know about learning more about VMware with GovCloud.
Absolutely. So we have been in the market now with the VMware Cloud on AWS solution since 2017. We did our initial launch of VMware Cloud on AWS GovCloud in 2018. And more recently, we've achieved some really critical certifications for VMware Cloud and AWS GovCloud that allow a lot more kinds of workloads to come onto the platform. And so we recently received our FedRAMP High JAB authorization, which it makes it much simpler and much less expensive to bring that high-profile workload to GovCloud. We've also received our first authorization from the Department of Defense at IL5, and so certain mission owners can now also take advantage of our GovCloud offering. And so I think that's really where it's at. Come check out the service, explore what it means to have consistency between your on-prem and cloud environment, and really take a look at what we have to offer.
So Matt, if I want to learn about more about VMware Cloud on AWS GovCloud, where should I go?
I'm so glad you asked. We've got lots and lots of resources online. If you just do a web search, you'll probably land on us. But the best way to do it is to go to vmc.vmware.com.
All right, Matt. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Genesis, Matt, Marie. It's been wonderful. We'll see you soon. Stay tuned.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.